All right, I have. It's not our. This is the intro music. Here, this was poorly done. All right, that was just a taste. We have a lot of good stuff coming on today's monthular recap. I guess it's sort of what the heck, but it's more of a monthular recap because it's
Right.
just what everybody else played, right?
Yeah,
Um, Ising's with me today.
that's me.
Uh,
I've been on holiday mode for a long time now, so I'll be hearing a lot of this music for the first time.
Oh yeah, that's great. I mean,
Yep.
there's some really good stuff on this. I mean, there's good stuff every time, but I'm particularly excited about this one. Woo. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the top. I've listened to all of these in the playlist, and I think just Archaic Electro played multiple times, but there's one in particular of Archaics that I'm going to play, and we could come back to the others. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing really good. I hope everybody else is doing really good. It's Sunday. It's extremely holiday for me.
Looks like Egon's not particularly happy. I apologize, Egon. Maybe if you were on the show, it would have been better.
Mm.
Anyway, let's get this going. Let's see. Let's start right at the top. I'm going to have to share the screen again. Just a second. This is a really cool one to start off because of the way Iganopolis kicked it off. So turn that on. I'm going to embiggen it, and then we'll be. Let's see. I think I liked this layout better. Yeah, because then we're covering up some of the YouTube junk. Yeah,
Sure.
perfect. You know what? Let's try to make things even bigger. Let's see what happens when I do that. Nothing. I guess it made no real difference. So okay, all
Looks
right,
fine. Yeah.
let's do it.
It's got that matrix printer sound.
Yeah, yeah. With that octave, it could be more than just an octave, but it sounds like to me like an octave, switching between octaves really fast.
Yeah. Really classic ChipJune sound.
Super good sound. Oops. Yeah, if you have to get stuff done today, this is the month you'll learn to do it. There's so many good get fired up tracks.
Yeah.
I think this is like the ultra cool way to start it off. Iganopolis. This is the first one that was streamed, and Iganopolis started with like the poster for the modular theme, a moon, and then there will be a camera switch soon.
Yeah, I like how this starts. This is a really
Yeah,
cool way to start a track.
right. Like, what's the most chiptune sound?
Yeah, comforting arm for sure.
I don't know why that phrase is so funny to me. I think some trends I've noticed. You know what? I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on the trends until we've watched a few more.
Yeah.
Um,
I really like the simplicity of this one. It's those super fast octave arps and super simple melody as well. The beat sounds just spot on for the theme.
I've noticed the like noisier the snare, so like typically when we're making like when I'm making beats, I don't necessarily want like the analog sounding snare all the time. But for chip tunes, like when it's based on noise, it just fits perfectly.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm also curious if any like to see if anyone did try doing anything on a like an old chip. I think somebody used an SEM chip on one of them. I did not. I should have used a Game Boy cart, but I did not. Didn't think of that.
I think the sound design challenge and not doing it with a Game Boy chip is also very good.
I agree. It's funny because it's like it's a muscular challenge. I don't know how seriously folks did or didn't take it. I think most of us just had kind of fun and did sort of art like chiptune-y sounding things. So it's like what we remember chiptunes being. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's a theme, it's a challenge, it's people's own interpretation of that.
And almost all of these, like in the picture, playing some particular game with. I guess for those of us using the analog 3340 chips, that technically counts as a chip tune, but does it?
Does the video cut to the rack at some point?
I thought it did, but maybe I'm misremembering. No, it does not. All right. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
I did note down all of my favorite parts to start, and then on some of them that changed dramatically over time, I will be skipping around a little bit.
All right.
Some of them are just good to go from zero. I think Bar Talks is like 30 seconds in or something.
Right. Is that original artwork?
That is Bar Talk artwork. There's a little BRTK up there.
Oh, right.
I got a sick Bar Talk sticker somewhere around. It might already be on my laptop.
Pretty awesome.
So.
I've never seen that before, but I suppose he's used it before.
Oh yeah, it's cool. Actually, Enthusiastic Electrons, when we get to yours, there's so many little bits I like because there were like 8 chiptune tracks in there. I feel like Bar Talk setup just gets like more aesthetically pleasing every single stream.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
To my eyeballs and my earballs. What I thought was pretty cool on this challenge is a lot of folks sort of kicked it into gear pretty fast. So they started right away and then they moved through their track within 3 to 5 minutes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Which is something kind of unusual for our streams. So that was That was kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Oh, that's a cool little evolving thing going on.
Yeah, I like that 16th note mid bass sort of thing.
Oh, there we go. It's very sort of
Is there
meditative.
yeah, is there a drone note happening? I think that's mellowing us all out. But
Yeah,
almost
this sort of lead melodic sequence, which is just two notes. It's very sort
yeah,
of meditative.
it's almost like a drone underneath that, like a bagpipe-ish sound.
Yeah,
It's really cool. Oh, I like that.
mm.
A little bit of resonance. This reminds me that recently I've fallen in love with high pass filters.
Right.
Yeah,
It's the part of the filter I never use.
I know, right? Like
Yeah.
that it is, but I didn't realize how nice the high pass with some resonance and maybe a little bit of distortion sounds. Like you can get really nice sounds out of that.
Yeah. Gotta say that MS-22 filter I just recently showed off. Top notch
Oh yeah,
stuff.
that's one where the high pass is
It's
and
got a
low
bit of
pass.
everything, right?
Yeah,
High
I
pass
need
is you a low
yeah,
pass and the other way around.
I need that. I need to send. Yeah, I borrowed one from Bar Talk. I need to send back. Yeah, I think lo-fi is interesting, or well, not just lo-fi, but I think chip tunes in general. Some of the best sounds that are chip tuning to me are either a little bit of high pass filter or no filter. Like
Right.
that the rough edges really help.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so let's see how I'm maybe going on this one. Ooh, too low. I apologize. All right, nice one, bar top. I recommend listening to the whole thing for all of these. Also starts at 30 seconds.
I just gotta
That's a
say
good,
that I
good
love the
tune.
name Improbable Safari so much. It's such a great name.
I agree. Um, I feel like they should be like obligated to get all of the Safari modules.
Sponsorship, perhaps.
Yeah, yeah. Archaic, you're up a couple a couple more videos away. The internet is real. I can't like it's wild to me that people have seen each other's like cases in person.
Yeah.
I guess I've seen Egon's, but I remember almost nothing of it in person.
Yeah.
Because we weren't like sitting, in a space listening and like making music on it. We were in a hallway, a busy hallway in Vegas,
Mm.
uh, teaching a crowd how to modular.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's a different scenario.
This is awesome. This is like those minimal tracks you get like in I want to say like puzzle levels or
Yeah.
like if you're playing Mario, like the haunted house type levels.
Yeah, for sure. It's got a little bit of sort of old school space flight thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Again,
Something like that.
perfect snare.
Mm.
Chord
Yeah.
that has just a tiny bit of super tight delay, maybe. Yeah,
I really love like we've had three distinctly different tracks so far, right? And they're all sort of easily identifiable as chip tunes,
hmm
but they're so distinct, and they all made with modules as well. So yeah, I think it was a great
yeah.
theme.
It was a good one. I also would have really enjoyed the drone theme.
Hmm.
I was particularly inspired to make some drones after the drone fest,
The drone day.
drone day,
Yeah, that was good.
because I just left that on and basically like zoned out for like 2 days listening to that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's great that we have these themes to keep. I think it works having a theme. It makes people actually step up a little bit more and perform a little bit more. Seems like
And you know what? Like,
yeah.
some people are like stress the theme a little bit. I've noticed,
Mm.
and you can just lie to me if it's not like chiptune or lo-fi or whatever. I don't care. Just be like hashtag modular,
Right.
and we can talk about how we would make it a little chiptuney or something. Doesn't matter. But this one crushes it.
Yeah. This is really, really great.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Some of these are really like these are all really good. So this might be a longer one today. But I'm here for it. If you need to leave, that is cool.
Yeah, I have that pizza.
Oh, I'd go get that right now.
Yeah.
All right. That was a really good one by Improbable. Let me make sure I start at the right time. Sure. What's up? Whoa.
Oh, it's you?
Oh, yeah, this one's me.
This sort of has that. It's also chiptune, but it sounds like chiptune from a little bit earlier age than the previous one. Oh, nice. It's a great break.
Thanks.
Very ravey. What BPM is that? 180? No, less than that.
So there's a on the filter of pros. There's a sweet spot where if you got if you got the whatever the switch that makes it like gnarly, I forget what the name of it is. If you've got it like the gnarly on, and the resonance sort of down, and you turn the filter, there's a spot where if the resonance isn't high enough, it sort of cuts off like completely, like no audio. So if you get that sweet spot right on the edge of the audio cutting off, it gets sort of lo-fi. That's this bass line here.
Ah, nice. This is a banger.
Thanks. Alright. If you want to listen to the rest of that, I suggest starting around 2 or so minutes in, because that's when I fuss with my audio. See, the video and audio are not.
How's everybody doing today?
That's what I was
That's
trying to
maybe a little
fix.
loud. Let's turn that down. Let's see. Toasting.
Alright,
There
we're
we
gonna
go.
go to Archaic Electro.
Maybe a little less. There we go.
Which one is it? I'll come back to you, Bennett Brown, real quick. To sort of go in an order of what, we play it, not necessarily.
Yeah.
So, come on. I got really fired up when I listened to this one.
Yeah, those are some pretty rad drums.
I don't know if there's any ducking, but something about the drum is like phase canceling the bass, so it almost sounds like a duck. It's cool.
Yeah. The buzzy beats.
Yeah, this whole stream was sick. This might be the first one we've listened to front to back
Right.
on any of the monthulars. Like, that's such a cool melody.
It is. It is.
Another cool melody.
Yeah, this is really a good track. Somebody could have told me that this was from X video game from 30 years ago, and I would have believed it.
You know what? That's what we should do, is like a monthcular where it's like the most viewed track, and try to guess who made the track without like seeing any of the video.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that's the right one. Is that? No, not yet. We got to do Bennett Brown first. Sorry, you gone. And let's see. Bennett Brown, I want to start it around 30 seconds. Let's skip it in silence and stuff.
Starting well.
Mhm. That metallic drum is so
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it really is. Ooh, there's a big honking button.
Uh-huh. I wonder if there's some color keying going. I wonder what color that button is. If it's blue or if it's like color keyed to be a different color. I
Right.
don't know.
Hmm.
I know it comes in whatever button color you like, so that's kind of cool.
Right.
This one is cool. Later on, I'll skip ahead
Yep.
eventually. There's some like really cool, I don't know what to call it, but like feathering where you get sort of these, I don't know, you'll see. I still think the design of life forms is so awesome. Like,
Mhm. Yeah. Imagine having space for it.
and some of it is just like the way they size the knobs made it feel very organic instead of like everything the same.
Yeah. There's something about these modules that just sort of unapologetically take up space in your rack, where they're like it's all about the feel and the user interface and the experience, instead of cramming as much functionality as possible into
Yeah,
as little space as you can.
yeah.
I respect that.
I'm actually like, while I understand the value of condensed modules, I'm starting to I'm learning as I've been exploring more and more Eurorack. I've sort of starting to understand what things I like condensed and what
Mm.
things I would prefer to be bigger. Um, for example, like the MS-22 module is a brilliant module, like sound wise, a monster. But I actually wish that thing was like, shoot, it could be 20 HP and I would be happy with that because like I
Yep.
would love to have a really big set of controls for that one because it's really performative.
Yep. I would also love to have more CV inputs.
Oh yeah.
It only has those two that basically do the same.
Right. So the MS or the MA35, the Manhattan Analog 35 filter that mimics the MS10 filter, is kind of a nice design in that it's got two CV inputs. One of them has an attenuator, one does not. Pretty
Mm.
cool. It also has two audio inputs. So it's got
Right.
essentially a little mixer.
Hmm.
And I think that is like the perfect combination on a filter.
Hmm.
Potentially even one more CV input because typically, like, especially on your primary voice, you may want like uh, an optional LFO on the filter for some slow changes or warbly stuff. You're going to have maybe an envelope on the filter, um, and maybe something else. So like three is pretty handy.
Yeah.
Um, right now, I'm
Yeah, I
just
think
using my maths
the
for that.
Doper filters are usually pretty well designed in that regard. They usually have a couple of inputs to the same knob, right? So you have
Yeah, yeah,
like the low pass filter I have has like three CV inputs. Like one of them
yep,
is tracks volt per octave, and the two other ones have attenuators and track the cutoff, so you can put whatever you want into it. I think it's
yeah. That's great. All right, I'm gonna jump just a little bit ahead because there's some cool that that sound.
I think the knobs on the MS-22 filter probably the smallest you can actually use and not feel constricted by it. The small
Yeah,
potentiometers help. Not so many of them in
totally.
the rack. and I'll never be fond of it.
That sound.
Oh,
It's just the decay on the. That's so smart.
that's nice.
All right. Nice one, Banner Brown.
Yeah,
All right, let's
it's really
go
good
to
stuff.
Egon. And
I
we're not
remember
going to
seeing
start
this one.
5 minutes in, 40 seconds in. Oh, can't get that far back. I have to move windows around. There we go. The faculty F-22. Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, that looks great.
I feel like I've seen this rack in person. Yeah, I have that pin. Are you sequencing the BIA with voltage block or something? Wait, how come everything is mirrored? Am I wrong? Is it mirrored? Yeah, because it says Todd instead of Dot. I like this sleeve. The giveaway for me was that voltage block was like going the wrong direction, but it also has a reverse mode, so I wasn't sure if you just preferred it to go right to left. RSDA envelopes. That's how Egon gets that signature signed.
This is a solid one as well.
Yeah, this is cool.
I like all the small sort of effects that go in as well.
Yeah, this is full of ear candy on this track. Actually, I'd say most of Egon's stuff has a good amount of ear candy. What did I start to- Problem is, I don't know when to stop because I can just listen to you for a long time.
The playlist is available.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
can play along and get them all out.
Sick drum break. All right, let's go to Forestine. This one just starts right away at 0. That's so good.
puzzle game. Yeah.
It was like so optimistic until you dropped the BPM, and then it got like really heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I get like an old game about constructing things or building things, something with heavy machinery. It's-
It definitely has like platformer vibes.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, this one makes me want to like jump in and add some melodies to it. It's cool.
Yeah, it's got a really sort of driving groove thing going on. It's really nice.
Orstein, what sequencer are you using for it to control all of this, or multiple sequencers? The Stilson Hammer. The Stilson Hammer is a cool name, but like it just reminds me of like a cleaning product or something.
What is it actually a reference to?
Is it what? It's a sequencer.
Yeah, but the name must be a reference to something.
I can't say. I don't know much about it, other than it's the sequencer for Forest.
Yeah.
So I think overall, again, everybody did pretty short streams, relatively to
Yeah.
what we sometimes do. You know,
That's great too.
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's hard to do high tempo for a long stream.
Yeah. This might be a playlist that you can send to your non-modular friend who always complain that the streams are too long and they get bored halfway through.
Frederick, this is the monthular recap. We've been doing a monthular challenge on EMS, where every month there's a new theme. Last month's was ChipJune. The month before that was nature and homemade, and the one before that was April was the first one. So there's playlists for everyone that participated, and this I'm just going through the highlight reel of the playlists. And you can find it just on the Earth Modular playlists. Yes.
Okay, so Daniel Stilson is the inventor of the pipe wrench.
Oh, and not the hammer.
Maybe he also made hammers.
Maybe he made it with the hammer. Or maybe it could be a reference, like the Stilson hammer is just referring to a pipe wrench being used to hit something. I don't know, that's my theory.
Yeah, it's a good theory.
Alright. Carnalex. We have to start at a specific spot on this one. This one had a really cool build-up.
And amazing visuals as well, or sort of great light on the rack. I remember seeing this.
Excellent lighting with a nice camera, I think, helped.
Yeah.
And I highly recommend watching it from the start, but it's a really long, slow build-up. So we're just going to start sort of towards the end of the build-up.
Completely different vibes to the previous ones. Very ChipJune, still, but a completely different vibe.
Yeah.
I love it. It's very sort of spooky.
Sorry, I'm just adjusting the audio based on Icing's audio levels. Hopefully that works. I like the big wow.
That's great.
It's like a meow in slow motion.
Yeah.
A 1 mile tall cat. Some really nice drums.
Yeah. All those sort of industrial sound effects there, like sounds.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like chiptunes from the darkest timeline.
Yeah. Cyberpunk indeed, yeah. Cyberpunk's chiptunes.
Yeah, this is a good one to watch. I mean, all of these are good to watch start to finish. Except for mine. Skip the first 2.5 minutes. I stopped and tried to fix video issues 2 minutes in.
This whole thing about having two delayed sequences or melodies that are just, you know, just slightly detuned of each other. Such really great. Yeah, the beat is solid.
move on to enthusiastic electrons. Oh, not there though. This is an interesting one in that. Hold on, let me see where to start. 30 seconds. Okay. It's like 8 different chiptune tracks in one.
Right.
Can I go? There we go.
Okay, so what's that box?
That is something that Enthusiastic made. I am not entirely sure what it is doing in this sense.
Okay.
It might be a MIDI controller, but let's find out.
It does something for sure.
Oh yeah.
I have a slight delay between the video and the sound, so it's a little bit unnerving right now just to figure out what's going on.
Reconfigured Astro. I mean, what a stream to break that out for.
Right.
We should do like a no Mimia Fun Montular. Right, but how do you have them set up? Are you just using them to connect basically a cable for you, like if you pass CB through it or something? Like a matrix. So you just ran the 5-volt from Bachelor Castle to all of the inputs via the buttons. That's pretty clever. And it explains why when you push it down, you get that immediate toggle almost.
It sounds pretty great.
All right, I forgot. We have to skip around because like, let's go to 14. I think it's 1430.
That's a weird polyrhythmic sound.
Ising, I think your microphone sort of went out for a second.
Is it that?
Yeah, I can't hear you. You might try unplugging and replugging it.
Yeah, I can see some levels.
It's just buzzing really badly. It's like really distorted. Which is fine for ChipJune. But this is July.
Yeah. Let me just quickly rejoin.
Cool. Sounds good. Like I liked that little melody, and then it gets kind of dark here. Let's see, around 21 minutes especially. Let's see. Oh, no. 21:57. maybe I just wrote the wrong timestamp down because this isn't dark at all.
All right, is it better with my sound?
Fixed.
Nice.
Must have written down the wrong timestamp. Let's try. Yeah, this is where it got dark. Yeah, enthusiastic. You almost need a like a Vactrol between the voltage and the Castle. Yeah, this is a cool one. I recommend watching the whole thing in order because it changes pretty rapidly. There's
Yeah, sounds like some
Very-
pretty nice stuff going on there.
yeah, very little repetition.
Yep.
All right, Low Pass Park. Let's see, where do we start this one? 158. I think this is the one that had the SEM filter chip or something.
Right. Looks like a pretty cool rack.
Yeah, I love this setup. It's a couple of rack roots with this cool
Right. With a homemade
special
connector.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, nice small sort of interweaving, interplaying melodies.
Mhm.
Good stuff.
And I'm gonna jump ahead here
Yeah.
to 1506.
Oh, it's a long stream.
Yes.
Oh.
This one was a fun one. I watched this one live, and if I remember correctly, Low Pass Park was receptive to feedback, so we were like all jumping and giving some suggestions in chat, things like that. So it evolved pretty well over the hour. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Ooh. Is that a Moskva I see in the corner? Always bonus points for using the Moskva.
What sequencer is this? I know I've seen it before. Just next to the Moskva.
Yeah, that's I can't remember.
Yeah.
Is it a Make Noise one?
I don't think it's Make Noise because I don't recall seeing that screen on the Make Noise ones. It's got that
Right.
little red.
It looks a little bit like the pressure points from a little bit far
Yeah.
away, but I see it's not that one.
Yeah, I think Moscow was brought in and out a few times during the stream. Like maybe it'll work now, and they didn't.
Right. Yeah, I never got around to making that Moscow tutorial video I wanted to do ages ago. It's a pretty cool
hard to
module.
make actual videos. Streams are fun. Videos are hard.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I misread the time. I read the wrong person's time. We'll jump to here.
Yeah.
And then we'll jump ahead again to 38 minutes in a minute. I always like the when there's a slow attack in video game music. Just sounds very fluty.
It does, yeah. It also sounds a little bit reversed,
flute,
which is also
video game flute, right?
Yeah.
I say not a good flute. That's not the right word. Like not an accurate physical flute. There's a word for it. All right.
Yeah.
Touch sensing note memory.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm a huge fan of those sort of red LED matrix screens.
Yeah. Yeah, those are cool. It's also best if you have a rack that it feels slightly unstable when you push against it. And this one does that.
Yeah. I mean, I think folks with unstable racks notice that, like, when you're going to unplug cables or things, like, you always have, like, one hand on the rack, and
yeah,
especially the 1/4 inch stuff. Yeah, I like this one.
A lot of cool stuff going on, yeah.
All right, 43. This is after we begged for some drums.
Yeah, this has some sort of really old school arcade vibes.
Yeah. 100%.
This could be like the track to some sort of Snake clone or something like that.
Burger Time or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Burger Time's too new, something older. Too new. Alright, that was a really nice one, Low Pass Park. Can't wait to see what we do this month. Alright. Oh, spoilers. This one's good to watch from the beginning, but this is when the performance starts.
Yeah. Those ARPs.
Waiting for... Jeff Bridges to come in and be like, and And then they got in. So, very Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. Also, I kind of love how punk rock it is to lead the Watermark song.
Yeah. And all the fake plants, they're just awesome.
Yeah.
There's like there's a tree coming up from the couch behind him.
There's that noise snare.
Yeah. Buzzy bass.
That really thin pulse width.
Yeah. This rocks.
I love the cicada thrown in there too.
The what?
The cicada,
Yeah.
the little butterflies. And then there's Robbie in there too, the robot. Robbie the robot was in a handful of movies, including shows. Lost in Space, I think, was one. Forbidden Planet, maybe.
Yeah.
Invisible
I
Boy
remember
or
that.
something like that. It's a handful of movies. Actually, that might be different from the Lost in Space robot. I think the Lost in Space robot had the round sort of tube head. This is different. So, Forbidden Planet, the Lost Boy or Invisible Boy or something like that.
Yeah.
This is cool.
It really is.
See, this is why I like a good ADSR, so you can really play with things like that.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, we're gonna jump ahead. Oh, no, we're gonna give this. Look at all those cassettes in the background.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool music of our home.
All right. I think that's it for the playlist. There's a couple more archaic electro ones you can catch. This one and this one. But I'd actually recommend just going to the beginning and hitting play and going and do some choring or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
stuff done.
exactly. It's good stuff. Really good stuff. And I think the new theme here, Julo-fi, has equal potential to be full of bangers and good stuff.
Yeah, lo-fi July, Julo-fi. I'm gonna have to like listen to some lo-fi music actually because I
Yeah.
don't. It's way out of my wheelhouse.
It kind of is for me as well. But it's always up for interpretation. You don't have to copy anybody else's music. It's do whatever you feel like feels lo-fi.
I mean, there's two takes on it. One is like low fidelity, right? So you could
Yep.
do that a number of ways, and then the other is it's like a genre that, from my understanding, it's very like down tempo, almost like hip hop beats kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, that's
could make
the famous
misremember.
24/7 YouTube channel that always runs with lo-fi beats to study to with the goal with this sitting and doing homework
Yeah.
thing. But I mean, you also just take a sample and hold and feed it some audio rate stuff and
Yeah. Let's get some
chop stuff
foldback
up.
distortion.
Yeah. And if you have FX8, there's a sample rate reduce CV input you can toy around with. Lots of stuff to grade the sample rate, do some distortion, do some high pass filtering.
Some folks have some like tape cassettes or tape
Yeah, if you can do
mimicking
that, that's
modules.
pretty rad. Yeah, I mean, it's a theme with a lot of room for interpretation. So, yeah,
Yeah. It'll be cool, just like this one.
exactly.
All right, everybody have a great rest of your weekend,
Sure.
and we'll see you next week on What the Heck. I'm trying to think what else. Get your friends to do lo-fi July. Like that seems like a good. That seems like a good one to start with if you haven't done one yet. Just saying.
Yeah.
Versus like, let's see, like October or something.
We'll figure something out.
I don't know. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat some lukewarm pizza.
I'm gonna go play with some pizza.
Nice.
All right. See you later, everybody. And
See you
thanks
later,
for
everybody.
watching. Thanks for making all these cool tracks too. I think
Yeah.
watching made one. It's super cool.